Poverty. It's not something that just occurs in third world countries. In the United States alone, 35.9 million people live below the poverty line. It can even be found in your hometown, like here in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. But one woman is making a difference in people's lives here at Epworth United Methodist Church. Barb Wagner was instrumental in the founding of the East Side Bread Basket Food Pantry, which serves over 170 families in the Newcastle area. Barb volunteers many hours of her time collecting donations and setting up for distribution each third Saturday of every month.
We had decided we wanted to be the church. We wanted to do something. Our church had become stagnant. We just came on Sunday mornings and had services and left. And so our group decided that wasn't being the church, and we did some research to see what was needed. It's kind of a long story of how we got started and what made us come to a food pantry. But our research at the time showed that there was a need in Newcastle. We had assumed that people's needs were met as far as those who didn't have enough food, and we found out that wasn't true. If we meet one person's needs, that's a success. You've been successful. And I guess that's as easy, if only one person came to the food pantry and we met their needs, we would consider that successful. I grew up in the 40s and 50s, and I remember that the week of payday, groceries were slim. If you ran out of bread, you didn't have any money to buy any more bread, and so you were very careful with the food that you had. My mother was very careful, and so I remember, and I can relate to that. On a different level. We never went without food, but
she's put her passion into this, which has been contagious to other people. It's a full-time job with no pay, is what it is. And each month we try to give more to the people, things that cost more to buy than anything else that they can't afford.
When we started, we didn't have it set up so people could shop. We had it pre-packed, and we would have a table of cereal, and they could choose their cereal. And a mother was registering, and her little girl was standing beside her, and she kept looking over at the cereal table. And she was just dancing, just couldn't wait. And when the mother was done, we said, "Okay, you can pick your cereal." And she went over, and this little girl grabbed this big box of Lucky Charms, and she held it to her chest. She said, "I have always wanted to try these." And that, we laugh at that, but we think nothing of buying Lucky Charms for our children or our grandchildren. And this little girl thought it was a big deal to get a box of Lucky Charms.
This is her passion, and you can tell when she speaks of it, it's her passion. I said she has this passion for it, and when she gets something under her skin, she goes for it.
When you have a passion for something, it never drains you. It fills you. It gives you more energy. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. It gives you something to work toward. That's the best way I can describe it. There are times when I may feel a little overwhelmed, but not often.
What one woman can do is dream, love, and change the world.